little people in my screen. As always, I am the head of Spectre Squad Biz. With me, as always, behind the camera is none other than the mechanic himself. We have Mikey as well, along with our editor and producer, Crystal and Jazzy Bear, somewhere in the back. Tonight, we are here for history. Not only history, but to bring you the greatest and best of Lubbock's historic downtown as we join the Coakleys in the history and background of the historic Baker Building. Right this way. And joining us.
Hello.
How you doing? I'm John Coakley. It's my wife, Alicia Coakley.
Yep, absolutely.
Oops, made it darker.
You're good.
There we go. Better.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we have to manually adjust it because if it auto adjusts,
gotcha.
it likes to
Do its own little thing.
fuzz in and out way too often.
Do
So
you
that's
need to
focus
do we
or
need to
brightness.
re-say our stuff or whatever?
Is that focus or brightness?
That's brightness. That makes it brighter. So that way they can actually be seen and it's not just a dark blob.
Okay.
These are the Coakleys, the owners of the historic Baker Building.
Yes. Welcome. It's going to be fun tonight. We're really excited to have you guys.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Should we tell you a little bit about the building?
Yeah.
For those who may not know. Okay, so some fun facts. We were built in 1928. We started as a furniture store. We were actually built for $20,000 in 90 days. So I just like to flex on that. And it is a beautiful building. It's very cool. It's this grand ballroom, a mezzanine. It went, I don't want to spoil all of the things, but it basically went from one thing to another to another to another. So furniture store, the USO came in the 1940s, and that's when they put down this hardwood floor, the oak floors here that you see. So these are from the 1940s. Our tin ceiling is original. Watch your head when you go upstairs. It's only 7 feet tall, clearance up there.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see, what else did we have? So we had the Lubbock Symphony came in after that. There were bankers and lawyers who had offices. There was an office supply store, a community center. And then in the 80s, it turned into a wedding venue. And that's predominantly what we got into when we bought the business. We thought that we would just be doing a bunch of wedding rentals. And then we realized that all of our guests were not alive. So we decided to adjust.
Maybe not all of them, but a good chunk of the guests aren't alive, okay?
Most of them.
Most of them. Good percentage.
98%. 6 or 7. No, I'm just joking.
Oh,
So we started hearing things, seeing things, smelling things, and we called one of the previous owners and we just asked, hey, are weird things, have they happened in the building? I know it sounds off, and she says, oh, we're haunted. And I was like,
Just
all right, cool. So we started hearing stories of other people who worked in the wedding industry over the years and who had had things happen to them, things flying off the walls, seeing shadows, hearing footsteps and stuff walking around when no one else was here. We have a lot of late nights in the building where it's just us and there's nobody outside, there's nobody inside, and it gets to a point where you have so many experiences that you no longer can deny it. And me, I love this kind of stuff. I love all this ghost stuff. And he was a little bit of a skeptic.
Yeah.
Fair to say.
Like in the very beginning, we
Was.
had, right, yeah. In the very beginning, we have Citizens Tower next door. There's like 600 employees that work there. There's cleaning crews that come in and out. About 11 o'clock at night, they're like done cleaning and stuff, so they go home. And then when we first got the building next door was the roof was under construction. So like I thought it was people up there working, all the walking and right.
Literally just trying to debunk everything.
Like everything,
I'm
right?
"It's haunted."
Like yeah, and because we weren't, we weren't in the building super late at night and alone at the beginning.
I had a lot of cleaning to do.
We had all the events and everything. Mm-hmm. But then after they were done with the roof next door, and then all the people went home, and then there was no more explanation for all the walking and.
You kind of had no choice but to
Yeah, I was like,
Pretty much. So yeah, we decided to do our own investigation with some friends of ours, and And we tried to make sure that it was like skeptics and non-believers
Yeah.
and hardcore believers and people who were sensitive and people who weren't sensitive and
Medium.
and literally every single person who's come in has had something. Every single person, whether it's a personal experience of being, you know, feeling, hearing, smelling, something like that, or if they've actually caught evidence. So we don't try to convince anyone. We just say, come and find out for yourself.
Find out for yourself.
You
Come
know?
judge it for yourself.
So far, though,
I was like,
100%.
Obviously, we try to debunk first.
Right.
And then whenever we can't explain it, then we look into its paranormal, such as at the TMW Event Center. We had, that's Curly, by the way, he's about to walk in. Heard the door. We had, it was during the Gansfield method. Mechanic was sitting to my right, and
I was on your.
you're on my right, and you just see my arm lift up like that and point and go, there, mechanic, like straight up, and he's like, nope, and then put it back down, and then he goes back over a second time and immediately raises again. Open the door, it ain't that hard. It sticks a little. Never mind. And there's Curly. So,
Hey guys, sorry that I'm late. I had to take Mo later to work.
yeah, don't worry. We already explained it. We're doing a walkthrough with
What's up, guys?
the Coakleys right now.
The destination is on your right.
Did you have to use GPS for this?
No, well, actually, yeah.
I was like, because we just heard it. Check
heard it.
your
Quit lying.
Love that. So, any hot spots you would care to show us? And
Yeah, let's
take a walk.
take you on a little stroll. I think we'll start up here actually, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
since we're here.
So it's not a place that you would think would have activity, but we got evidence of some voices in here. So I don't know if you want to grab your phone and shine a light, but this is just our just a closet that we use for storage for cleaning and stuff. But back in the closet, there's some original carpeting down there. So this staircase was built in the 60s on top of some original carpeting. So you can see that. You're welcome to sneak back there if you want to.
yeah, show
And
it
you can
off.
kind of see the little
Ooh,
Art
that's
Deco patterns.
pretty.
It's cool. I know, and it's in great shape.
Oh my goodness. Okay, cool.
It looks
So-
almost like linoleum or something, but it's carpet.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It almost looks like wool carpet.
A little
Like
bit.
when they
yeah.
told me that
we
the
don't
first
really
time, I
know
was like,
what
what?
when it when it's from. We just know it's pre 1960 because that's when the staircase went in.
So during one of the investigations, myself, I'm pretty sensitive to emotions and things like that. And a medium, she and I were both in this closet by ourselves. The door was closed. The whole rest of the team was on the other side of the building. And I was talking to her about the carpeting because she wanted to kind of get closer to it and actually sit on it. So I was telling her where it was. And we have audio where you can hear me explaining that to her. And next thing you know, you hear a man's voice agree with me. So I'm like, oh, that right there is the original carpeting. And he goes, that's it. And it is very clear. You can hear it. We didn't hear it at the time when we were in the closet. It was found after the fact. But since then, there's no electrical in there. If you go in there, oftentimes there's really high EMF readings that
K2
come
meter
through.
goes off.
When we have like the public come for their own little private investigations, we've had people go in there before and they felt really connected to maybe even like their own relatives, people who aren't associated with the building, which is kind of cool that you can bring your own ghosts. You don't even have to just come meet ours.
Be wild.
Yes, exactly.
Beat me to it.
So,
Hope I'm not blinding y'all too much.
That's one of the activity places right there. We always encourage people, like, if you want to go hang out in the closet, you can come out of the closet too. But if you want to go in the closet here, you're welcome to. So we'll take you upstairs here.
Like, I'm really
Look
quickly.
around.
I just really quickly. Nice. Love that.
So this is our mezzanine. We have a full-size bar up here, and this is where we have some shadowy figure. Well, I guess it's not even a shadow anymore. But we've had an experience here. My husband can tell you what he saw.
So we're in the middle of a wedding, and all the guests had gone downstairs after our transition, and up here we have tables and chairs and stuff, and I was cleaning up some of the tables and chairs. So like it's in the middle of the wedding, and you know, all the lights are on down here, people are dancing and stuff, and I'm on that side. I look over to the bar on this side, and I see somebody behind the bar, and they go from one end of the bar all the way back into the bar kitchen. And so of course I wanted to look at it, investigate, see, you know, who it was, because there's alcohol back in there. So I walk over here, walk over to the bar kitchen. There's only one way in, one way out. I turn the corner, nobody in there. My hair stands up on end. I get goosebumps. Like it was freaky, because I was fully expecting to see a person back there.
So over here too, you hear a lot of walking. You'll see a lot of shadows and stuff like that pop out of the corner, you know, different corners and stuff like that. And I don't get a lot of interaction communication up here. It's mostly the noises, the walking, and the seeing the shadowy figures. We have had some people who also, when they're at the bar here, they tend to start feeling physically sick, like either really anxious or kind of nauseous in their stomach. So that's one thing that happens a lot in this area. But we'll go ahead and we'll take you guys over to the bridal suite next. It's a little bit of a trek.
Low level ceilings.
Very low level ceilings. I just want to point out,
7 foot tall.
I was like, John is already almost touching it. Look at Mikey.
What?
Like you get on your tiptoes, you're probably hitting the roof.
Yeah. That's the joy of being 6'3".
Right?
The heater.
Okay. All right, careful. They said they were gonna warm it up for us before they shut off the heater.
Definitely warm now.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, but you're gonna be thankful in an hour or two when it's like colder.
I was like, to be fair,
Me, not really.
I was like, he loves cold, so
Yeah.
he can sleep in 32.
It'll
degree
get
weather.
cold pretty quickly, especially when the spirits start draining all the energy. So there's that. This is the bridal suite. We have, it used to be a bunker for the soldiers. So it went from the men to the women. This is a very, very hot spot for activity. So one of our famous spirits is Nick the Naughty Ghost.
Yes.
He is a Navy guy. He's in his 30s. He loves women. And typically he will find one woman and he'll just latch onto her during the investigation. He doesn't not like men, but he just really, really likes women. So he might try to get you to separate. A lot of times he just likes women to be alone. And
So have the girls alone in here.
yeah, he's
Yes.
a big flirt. He has touched butts, kissed lips, he's played with hair. We have one security guard who, she's been here a few different times, and each time that she's come, she can feel this, she can
Pull
feel
on
the
the top of her hair.
pull on her ponytails
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And you know, she keeps coming back for more. So there's that. In the bridal boudoir right over here to your side, that is that's an area that you get a lot of emotional feelings in there. Not bad per se, but this is where, again, I kind of joked about the BYOG, but really we've had a lot of guests come in here who have connected with their own loved ones,
Yeah,
and that is the room
grandparents, yeah.
that it happens the most in. So if you do have any spirits that are attached to you that you bring along to the building, that's probably a really good area to give it a try. But we've had REM pods go off, flashlights go off. We've had EMF detectors, cat balls. We've caught shadows in here. We've caught, what was that thing where it's like the dot people, like the stick people with the dots on
The
them?
Connect.
Yeah, it looks
Xbox
like little-
Connect. So he had it connected up to a iPad, and then he was running the Connect, and he could see figures, like a small figure,
Love
next
that.
to me, walking around.
One
and
on the
then
ceiling.
one was on the ceiling, climbing on the ceiling, across the ceiling. So
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you're in here, you'll start feeling pulled to our next hot spot, which is down my creepy haunted staircase and into my creepy haunted kitchen.
Yeah.
So this is where they start pulling you.
Yeah.
I have dealt with Nick once,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah, he does.
the Christmas party that they had. We were told he was a flirt, and I was like, I want to see how much of a flirt he is. So I was a little mean to Jazzy Bear and immediately almost got shoved over the railing of the second floor. So,
Well, speaking of staircases, this one doesn't have railing. I didn't turn the kitchen light on, sorry, so we're gonna go down in the dark.
Makes it even creepier.
I love going down the door.
Cat ball going.
There goes the cat ball.
Cat ball on the run!
We win. You will get high EMF here because there's a bunch of electrical, but this is where we've been touched. We have a little more aggression in this area that sometimes happens. A lot of times we have the bridal doors will get locked from the mezzanine side, like during events especially. I don't know why they do it, it drives me nuts. So we always have to come back up this staircase to unlock the bridal doors. And this whole area here, it just gives you the vibes, right? To your right is going to be our chair storage room, and that too, the vibes just kind of flow all the way through there.
Yeah.
So
And this is not an active kitchen. We don't do any cooking in here or anything.
yeah, this is just a prep kitchen.
Yeah.
But we'll show you a little bit over in this area. Don't mind all the stuff. We gotta put it somewhere.
Hot EMF. There you go.
Yeah, but they said it would be high in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this area here, right above us is a storage room for like tables and chairs upstairs.
Yeah.
And above this drop ceiling here, and on the opposite side, there's nothing. It's a big open skylight over our office. So there's no flooring above us there. Yet you can hear people walking all the way back and forth here.
Like
Like
right here?
through walking this way.
Oh,
There's
this way.
There's a wall right here upstairs, but you can hear them clearly walking through this wall onto where there's no flooring. And that's just we've had so many turn off the light there, sorry. We've just had so many experiences.
We
where-
thought the light just went.
Yeah, no.
I thought the light
Where
just
you can hear
said, you want to see some activity?
So then we'll come over this way and we'll sneak back into the ballroom.
Carly, will you go reset that cat ball light? Thank you.
The ballroom itself, we've had some people say that they've heard violins. You've smelled cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, perfume, cologne, where there shouldn't be any smells anywhere. You do get a little bit of activity in the groom's room sometimes, which is over here off to the side. It's going to be your command center tonight. And then the last little place is going to be this hallway that goes to the bathrooms. This one, you almost always get a vibe the minute you cross over the threshold there. Just a heavier, thicker kind of feeling. In this area, we have a spirit that's come through quite often. Her name's Josephine. She seems to be like a grandmother type of caretaker for some of the children's spirits that we've had in here. The kids really love hide and seek. They love to run and just be far enough away from you that you can never catch them. And they also really, really, really love playing with the dowsing rods. They love to spin them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so that's some of our spirits. We do have Gabriel. He's a priest. He came through so that he was a chaplain at Reese Air Force Base. We have another soldier named Kyle. He was not
So
Air
I think
Force.
it was,
Air Force.
Air
I think it was Air
Force,
Force.
yeah.
Kyle was Air Force. We think that Kyle might have had his memorial here, that he had a drowning when he was about 18. So we haven't had any time to go through and like try to find documentation
Anything,
on
yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
These are just things that came through the investigations that we've had with the public and with
So who's
Q&A
working with
sessions
us that
and
day?
EVPs and stuff, yeah.
Well, I thought it might have been the chaplain because it was
Because-
Marchie Merry Gentleman is
Yeah, because that song was playing and we were literally right here and we go, So marching merry gentle, like marching,
Yeah.
and we heard marching behind us,
Oh,
as if
yeah.
someone was falling in line with us,
Mhm.
and we were like, oh,
And that was in the middle of the day too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
at the Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, he's a sweetheart. Anytime that he comes through, I just get this immediate sense of sadness. So whenever some of the tools we use are like dowsing rods, EMF detectors, EVP, apps on phones, cat balls, flashlights, like red flashlights, things like that. Anytime we have words pop up on our EVP app, with Kyle, it's usually associated with water, drowning, Air Force. There's like nicknames for, I can't remember what the nicknames are for the Air Force, but there's like certain like nickname.
Chair Force.
They do say Air Force. We have had some of that before, but no, like a proud, like you know, like something that he would be proud of. I can't remember what the name is that come through. Gabriel, the priest, will preach to you, and he's the one. Sometimes it gets confusing because he'll say like demon, devil,
Demon or prayer or whatever.
And
you
he's
know,
trying to preach
and like
to you.
heaven, hell, and so it's not that there's something evil. It's that he's trying to tell you about whatever. That's kind of what we've gotten. So that's our space. We're excited to see what you guys get tonight.
We're super excited for this. If you haven't already, and you would like to support the channel, please like, subscribe, follow along on our journey. We do also currently have our shirts out for sale with our merch. You will obviously get the Spectre Squad logo. The names are currently our handles only, and we are working on getting more merch out. We will show it off as we acquire it, but I'm super excited to start this investigation, so I think we'll wrap up this walkthrough. As always, I am the head of Spectre Squad Biz, and we will see you in the dark and beyond the veil. Bye-bye.